Just select that one, apply. So all four wheels are, you see, it becomes bluer, and I'm just going to delete history, and then I'm going to attach that to here. All right, so I have this pieces left. I'm going to minimize the transfer attribute window. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. I'm going to press F. I'm going to isolate, and then so another cylindrical object, which is perfect for practicing on. It's very good for practicing on because it's not like a weird shape. So I cut there, and I just cut there. Simple as that. And then all I need to do is just press Q, right click, UVs, select everything, and then all I have to do is just unfold. It's as easy as that. And then I'm gonna orient the shell so it's straightened, and then I just go up here and rotate it. These little small knobs, I could attach them back by just clicking edge. Just select edge and shift and right mouse button, move and so. Shift, right mouse button, move and so. So everywhere I go with this thing here, it's there with it. So I could have left it, but these pieces could be attached. Okay, and it's just my preference to do that. Other artists probably don't do it, right? So like I think once you get to understand UV Unwrap, you're gonna do things your way. So you could say I'm showing you how to do my way actually. So we have these little spike thing here. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go File and save the file. And I'm going to go to Mesh, Separate, and let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, so these pieces are 2, 2. Okay, delete that. So apparently they were duplicated. So I'm going to see if these pieces are duplicated. So, oh, those are fine. Mesh, separate. Okay. Oh, I think something is up with the separation tool. So before you hit separate, you can go mesh, separate. Oh, it doesn't have an option box, the separate button. Yeah, okay, separate it. And I think that's it. So this is singular, this is singular, singular. I think this is combined. So I'm going to go mesh, separate, and just, yeah. Okay, cool. This is easy. This is a small piece, so isolate it, F, and this is a cube. So guess what? It's very easy. So boop, 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 cut, cut, and cut. Remember to double click on here, and then go to UV editor, press Q, and right click. Yes, it's a very repetitive process, as you can see. Or in a shell, and then we could go about transferring this little piece here to the other ones. This transfer attribute tool is a lifesaver, so just going to shift select and bring up the transfer attribute window, apply, shift select that, apply, shift select that, and apply, and then delete history. They're all done, and put them on a layer. All right, so we are left with a whole bunch of stuff here. Hopefully I can finish this tonight. Okay. Okay, cool. So we have this piece here, and we have quite a bit of pieces. Okay, cool. So how are we gonna go through this? What if this piece? Yeah, they're like the similar pieces. So that's good. So I'm gonna go mesh separate and see what happens. Let's see. Okay. Go mesh separate, and let's see what happens if it's duplicated. No, it's not duplicated. So I'm gonna press F, and as you can see, if you look on this, okay, I have another question for you guys. Here's another one. How would I unwrap this? How would I cut this up first before I unfold? Anybody? Wild guess? Take a wild guess. All right, I'm going to continue. So, remember these things are like in the way. So, I'm going to cut here, and then I'm going to cut here. Then I'm going to treat it like a box because it is a box. So it's a squared surface. It's like it's like a box looking surface, I should say. So we cut it up like, as in like a cardboard box, I meant. And then let's cut that piece here. And then, yeah, that looks good to be unwrapped. We'll press F, press Q on the keyboard, right click, UV, unfold. Turn on, it's pink, so turn on that, it turns blue. Orient shell, it's going to turn that way, it's okay. If it turns 90 degrees, that's how we like it. And remember the others, delete history. Remember the others are here waiting for us. So thank God for transfer attribute. We don't have to do this all the time. So select transfer attribute, apply. So select transfer attribute, apply. Oh, here, watch this trick now. I'm going to show you a trick. So these pieces, watch this. I'm going to just select this and apply. Can anybody tell me what happened to this UV that we transferred a while ago? Does it look good? Hello? We don't see the UVs. Oh, sorry. Oh, my bad. Sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. So, we just transfer like an attribute to this UV, and as you can see, doesn't it look broken to you? Right. So there's something because this when it's been modeled, like I think I'm running out of time, so I'll just blaze through this part. So I'm gonna undo that. So this is back to the original, which is that. Before I transfer, because this is like flipped on another side, I'm gonna go to I'm gonna try to transfer this onto this and see what happens. Let's try. So it's broken too. So it's broken. I just saw it. Select the geometry, and I want you to go to mesh display and reverse. All right, watch this now. So select this. So pay attention to this UV over here. And select that and apply. Oh, it's still, whoa, not good. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's do this one again. Shift, reverse. Okay. Shift, apply. Okay, still, yeah, it's still broken. So, um, I got some bad news. So apparently only these guys could transfer um, to the UVs. So guess what? We're gonna have to do these ones by themselves. We're gonna have to do them individually. So not a problem. Let's see if let's see. No problem. We just have to like go through that pain again. So yeah, sometimes you run into those kind of issue and you just have to like tough it out and I guess just like, just unwrap it, like cut it up again for the other one. But sometimes you like go in there and you're like hoping that it could transfer because they're the same piece, right? They're similar pieces, and it doesn't work. But you probably just have to like tough it out and just and work on it. Okay. Gonna press F, gonna press Q, right click, select, and simple as unfold. So now orient shell. So now let's try to see if these two pieces to the history, if these two pieces are could be transferred. So just select here, bring them out here, bring up the transfer attribute window. It's in topology and apply. So those two pieces indeed worked, but we have to delete history and put them on a layer. So those pieces work. Okay. So I think I'm going to show you guys how to pack this together, but before I'm going to give you guys a challenge to I think what I'm going to do, like I'm not going to be able to cover like the rest of this inside here, but I want to show you guys how to pack the UVs. So I'm wondering if I could like do like I'm gonna do a separate video and upload that. But in the meantime, just like unwrap onto this part and just wait for me to, if you guys feel confident to go ahead and unwrapping the rest of it, all good. If you don't, just hold on to your seats a little bit. Let me just put this on a separate layer and just turn on the parts that are done. Okay, so all right. So these pieces now are unwrapped. Okay, now we want to organize them. Remember, we're doing VFX. We're not doing games. Animation is doing UDIMs, but we have freedom to do. We want our asset to look high resolution as possible. We want our textures to look high resolution as possible. So that's where UDIM comes in. What are UDIM? According to Google, what are UDIMs? Okay, so according to Google, UDIM stands for U dimensions based on a tile system where each tile is different to the overall UDIM array. Basically, each tile consists of its own UV space 0 to 1, 0 to 2, 0 to 3. When you mean 0 to 1, 0 to 0 to 3, this is what we're talking here. This is 0 to 1. So you can see that? You see this? I'm going to zoom in. Let me zoom in. So this is 0 to 1. This is 2. This is 3, 4, 5, and so on and so on. Okay? So back in the day, in gaming, you just like select everything and lay out everything like that. Right? But like you cannot do that when it comes to VFX. The guy, like, there's gonna be one guy that say, "Hey, they use CGI. It's not good. Movies cheesy." Anyway, so okay, so how do we decide what to put in certain UDIM tile? Well, I'm going to use this as the bigger piece, the biggest piece I'm thinking. I could have used this and I could use that, but I'm going to use this, the gun. I'm going to select this and I'm just going to click layout. Actually, no, everything that has to do with the gun, I think I'm going to undo. So everything that has to do with the gun. So this has to do with the gun, and I'm going to right click to shell, and I'm going to select everything. Then I'm going to press layout, right? Okay, so here we are, here. I like to press R for scale, and I like to scale this in a little bit. This is going to be the ultimate size for like each asset. So if this is a 4K map, meaning it's 4096 4K, right? And you split this in two. You split this in four quadrants. One quadrant is going to be 1024. One is going to be 1024. One is going to be 1024. So I'm just thinking like here, that's 1024. Just think of how big 1024 is. So I'm just saying I have enough space here for when like there's a zoom in close up on the TV, I'll be okay. My texture will be okay. Okay. All right. So all right. So I'm gonna do another thing too underneath. So by doing that, if you ask me if I could pop more stuff in there, we'll see if we can pop more stuff in there. All right. So we're gonna go to, by default, the transform thing is not collapsed. So I'm going to bring that down like so. And then all the way here, this is where we get the textile density thing. We want to, this because the gun is the one that I want to be the size we're scaling everything at, we're going to press get. Okay? Get. Press get. You see it says textile density? I'm going to press get. Okay? All right. Up here on the transform, there's this thing where you could move this to the left. You could move that to the right. You have to put number 1 in here for it to work. Just highlight it, put 1. And right now, I'm just going to shift this out of the main quadrant for a little bit while I organize the rest of things. Okay? All right. Okay, so by looking at this here, I'm going to need the wooden pieces. So I'm going to select all the wooden pieces. So that, and what else? Let's see the texture. The axle. And what else? Let's see. The crank. What else? Yeah. Yeah. So we select all the wooden pieces. I even think these pieces are wood too. So I'm just selecting all these pieces here. Selecting them. Including the wheels, I think. I'm gonna put them in there. The inner. And somebody say something? Okay, let me just.
No, I was saying the same thing, like wheels are also made of wood, so
Yeah.
you can
Oh, yeah.
select
Thank
them.
you. Yeah. Thank you. So I'm just selecting these, and now we have to size the UVs for this to be the size of the wood. So I'm gonna bring up the UV editor again, and let's press F to frame, and this is the size of the wood here. So we're gonna just highlight everything that's wood. And then we're going to go on a transform, and then instead of saying get, remember we already get a size. Now we need to set. See that? Set. So once we hit set, you see that something just barely happened there. So what we're gonna do, so like the size, it did resize it, but we realized that we're gonna need more than one. We're gonna need more than one Udin texture space to get it to work. So what we could do, we could just say, okay, select this to shell, and just start moving these guys up, and moving those guys up, and move that, and then move this guy over, okay, and move that to the side. We could select this, and we could squeeze this in here. Yeah, you could manually just move it in there. I didn't want to click on layout. There's an automatic layout tool in Maya where you could just hit layout and it lays it out for you. But because we're thinking in you like for Udemy, we want to make sure that our sizes or texture size. I'm going to show you in a second. I'm going to go to so I'm going to grab these guys, and I have to be careful because I can just scale these down. You can scale them just a little, just so they can fit. Okay, just a little, yeah, not too much. And scale this down just a little, not too much. Don't let them touch either. Create enough space for them to go. Or you know what I could do? I could undo.
I think your screen is frozen.
Sorry.
Okay, it's working. Your screen
So,
was frozen for a few seconds.
oh, it was frozen. Okay, sorry about that.
It's working.
Somebody rose their hand. Yeah, go ahead. Somebody rose their hand.
Yes, I had a question. So I
Yeah.
was wondering, like, when you set, I mean, when you get the texture density and when you set the texture density, so like, how is it working internally? I cannot figure it out. What is that number doing, that 53?
Oh, well, for me, for that, for the Canon, when I hit get, I want everything to be the size of the Canon UV. Everything to be that size. Okay? So I identify you could have you could have said, okay, I want the wood to be the main size of the UV that everything else should follow. So basically what we're following now, we're following the gun. We're following the gun. You understand that? So because we're following the gun UVs, sorry, because we're following the gun UVs, that's where we say get. So we get it, and as soon as we get it, we everything else that we're going to resize up to the gun level is going to be set. Okay?
So basically, we are getting the texture density of one object and setting the texture density on another object based on
Yeah.
the first
Yeah.
object.
Yes,
Okay, makes
absolutely.
sense.
That's exactly what we're doing.
Okay,
Yes,
makes sense.
you're correct. That's exactly what we're doing. All right. So, and then you also, like, I can't wait to reach to the end where I can show you exactly what happened, and you're gonna see everything even. So I'm just moving these, getting these. So these are the same size of like everything. So I'm just like manually just moving them in there and positioning them, and so put that there, just like that. Put that here. Yeah, we're kind of running over a little bit of time, but I don't mind. I just need to organize this a little bit so you guys could see it.